Aloha. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. This is Matt Orfela. Why he left the Democratic Party? Let's see.
Matt, are you ever going to vote for a Democrat again?
I think there is plenty of now evidence to suggest that he is irresponsible with his words in a way that could result in harm to other people.
Hi, I'm Matt Orfela, also known as Orf, and this is how the Democratic Party pushed me, a lifelong Democrat, to walk away from the Democratic Party.
Let's go back into history.
I was a lifelong Democrat, and I loved Bernie Sanders.
I love
Yeah,
Bernie
that's
Sanders.
me in the Bernie shirt, flying an eagle. I liked how Bernie said he would stand up for the little guy, like me. So in the 2016 election and the 2020 election, I made a bunch of videos promoting Bernie.
America, it's time to stand up, just like Bernie Sanders' haircut.
In 2020, a Bernie Sanders surrogate uploaded one of my videos to Twitter, and it outperformed the campaign's official videos. So much so that the campaign invited me to headquarters and offered me a job. I loved making videos, I loved Bernie Sanders, it was a dream come true, and I was hired to be Bernie's full-time creative editor. But that abruptly ended when they learned I had a history of creative editing. You see, a decade earlier, I comedically remixed MLK's I Have a Dream speech into an I Have a Wet Dream speech.
Oh, God.
I still have a dream.
Yes!
It is sexual.
I've never seen this.
I have a dream to engage in sex, to take drugs.
Time to register.
That's crazy. Let's see.
I know what you're thinking. If I'd made it a whole lot filthier, I might be able to get an interview with Kamala Harris.
Yo, smell like a kingfish. You is a filthy.
Let me see your boobs. Go ahead, quickly.
Anyway, instead of thanking me for warning everyone about deepfakes 15 years before the Democratic Party, Democrats, including the now Biden White House advisor Neera Tanden, falsely accused me of racism, and Bernie's campaign manager called me up and fired me.
That's messed up.
It didn't matter that there was absolutely nothing racist about the video. It didn't matter that I'd also made a dozen videos honoring Martin Luther King Jr. It didn't matter that I'd spent countless hours defending Bernie from media smears. When the media attacked me, a video editor trying to earn a living, instead of standing up for the little guy, my heroic Democratic Party candidate stomped the little guy in the face and canceled me.
See, that's because he went to the Democrats. Had he still been independent or went to the Green Party, they probably would have looked into it a little bit more and then been a little more progressive about it. But the Democrats, they're not like Bernie Sanders. He's not really a Democrat.
To fully appreciate how devastating and hilarious this was, you should know that at the time, Bernie Sanders was campaigning to implement a job guarantee to guarantee everyone in the country a job. Apparently, except for the guy with the proven job skills to make a better Bernie video than the Bernie campaign itself. Oh, it gets better. It turns out that the Democratic Party campaign that fired me over a harmless joke had fiercely defended their hiring of a man criminally convicted of embezzling money from the United Steelworkers Union. The Bernie campaign said the media's attack on that hire was systemic racism. So if instead of having a history of a healthy sense of humor, I'd had a history of being a lying criminal thief with a different skin color, I might still have a job in the Democratic Party. Several top-level Bernie staffers publicly accused me of racism. They deleted my job, deleted my income, and I watched them delete any positive things they'd said about me previously, all over a 10-year-old joke. If someone wants to delete something they wrote or shared, that's okay, but what disturbs me is the Democrats' deepening desire to delete discourse, deleting diversity of thought, all across the World Wide Web. For example, Kamala Harris sought to censor American discourse discourse when she called for Twitter to ban the Democrats' lead political opponent, President Donald Trump, even though he hadn't violated any terms of service.
You wrote to Twitter and the CEO, Jack Dorsey, and asked him to take away the president's Twitter handle, his account. How is that not a violation of free speech? I mean, the president has the same rights that you have, that I have, and how would that not just be a slippery slope where they have to ban, half of the people on Twitter?
I've heard that argument, but here's the thing, Jake.
Democrats say they're fighting misinformation, but congressional investigations show that working with tech giants like Facebook and YouTube, the Democrats in the White House deleted true information and satire that challenged the Democratic Party. So they say they're for freedom, but with big tech's help, the Democrats deleted free thought, deleted free expression, and deleted everyone's freedom to see and judge things for themselves. And it affected me personally, as many of my videos in the past few years were deleted. Here are just a few examples. For quoting a Democratic Party trans activist's hateful speech, Facebook deleted my video and accused me of hate speech. When I made a side-by-side comparison of Democrats and Republicans questioning election integrity, YouTube deleted it. When I uploaded other videos about YouTube censorship, YouTube deleted the videos that I hadn't even made public, just for thinking about publishing something that challenged the status quo. YouTube suspended my account.
Now that is chilling.
Not a single Democrat, I can't think of one elected Democrat who has spoken out on this internet censorship.
No, they're for it. They're all for it.
It's horrible.
A recent Pew Research poll found that 70% of Democrats want to expand this totalitarian censorship and have the government censor false information.
One of the greatest threats to democracy is mis and disinformation.
It's scary that the Democrats can't see that giving the government the power to censor whatever they say is fake news is a bad idea, given the government's history.
Right?
Democrats want the government to censor lies, but our Democrat-led government said the most notorious liar was Martin Luther King Jr. Democrats think censorship will protect us from dangerous national security threats, but our Democrat-led government said the most dangerous national security threat was Martin Luther King Jr. Democrats want government censorship to stifle extremists inciting hatred and violence, but Democrats called Martin Luther King,
along with them being leaderless and feckless and not having a vision, that's a huge reason not to vote for the Democrats.
Jr. an extremist inciting hatred and violence. Democrats used to be skeptical of the government and the media, but today most Democrats wouldn't think twice about doing the FBI's dirty work to smear and silence MLK. Democrats used to be concerned about America becoming an unconstitutional police state, but today a more authoritarian police state is the Democrats' wet dream.
If you act as a megaphone for misinformation,
right,
we are going to hold you accountable.
So if MLK was out here talking about the Democrats aren't doing the right thing, we need universal health care, pre-K, all that stuff, higher paid jobs, UBI, the Democrats would be saying that he's too far left, that this isn't the time, now's not the time, you gotta wait, we gotta get past Donald Trump, and then whoever comes after Donald Trump, we gotta get past him. So it's not her, but it's not the business, man. Like, they're just gonna keep saying the same stuff, quit buying it.
Police your platforms and direct law enforcement to counter this extremism, to help fight against this threat to our democracy.
I think there is plenty of now evidence to suggest that he is irresponsible with his words in a way that could result in harm to other people. And so the privilege of using those words in that way should probably be taken from him. Not to mention the fact that he has used his platform in a way that has been about inciting fear and potentially inciting harm.
Directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation. And that has to stop.
Damn.
I absolutely cannot vote for a Democrat who does not oppose this censorship.
Right. She was pretty pro-censorship, it sounds like.
Excellent.
Don't wait for the Democratic Party to smear and censor you like they've done to me. Walk away. Not from our good friends and family who happen to be Democrat, but from the dangerous, dishonest, pro-censorship Democratic Party.
Yes, walk
Please share this
away.
video before it gets censored and subscribe to orf.report where you can verify everything I've said here. I'm Matt.
There you go. That's
Matt Orfela. Thanks for watching.
That's Matt Orfela. Go to mattorf.com. I think he said he has a Matt Orf channel. Obviously, I'll leave the link in the description. Go subscribe to his channel too. Probably already has many more subscribers than I do. But anyway, like, share, subscribe to my channel also. Yeah, so the pro-censorship Democrats, that was Kamala Harris talking not too long ago. So, I mean, she was obviously talking about Donald Trump and not Martin Luther King. But back then they were saying that about Martin Luther King, and they just say it about anyone that's not on their side. And people even tell me, oh, you need to stop talking about the Green Party so much. We have to do the Democrats right now because Trump is so dangerous. Trump is so dangerous. Trump is no more dangerous than George Bush, Ronald Reagan, Nixon. Even Bill Clinton was pretty much a Republican. Like, what's his name? Barack Obama said he was like a moderate Republican. It's just so silly.
The truth of the matter is that my policies are so mainstream that, you know, if I had said the same policies that I have back in the 1980s, I'd be considered a moderate Republican.
He'd be considered a moderate Republican back when Reagan was in office. So how far off from Trump is Reagan? He was pretty racist. He was pretty bad. COINTELPRO. Oh, I think that was a little bit before him. But the whole AIDS thing and the drugs thing, like, he was pretty bad. So, I mean, Democrats, Republicans, pretty similar. And you would know this if you got your information from across the spectrum.